I don't look at my phone.
Okay.
Good evening, everyone. Tonight we're going to finish up finesses, part 2. There are so many different kinds of finesses to take. Some finesses are 50%, other finesses are 75%, and we have to look at the various kinds of finesses, but generally I try not to do finesses if I can set up long suits. So that's basically what I do when I look at a hand. If I have choices, I like to go for long suits first before I do a straight finesse. But our class tonight is on finesses, and I'm going to bring up hand number 1. Hand number 1 is the hand we need to speak about. And if there are any questions that you'd like to ask me while I just load the hand, let me know. We've discussed a few hands, so please let me know your thoughts on this hand after we finish the bidding. Right, we have a 5-5 hand. I know you only have 11, but you've got a very good rebid with 5-5. And I would always open the hand 1 spade. It goes past by east. And now south is going to bid 1 no trump. 1 no trump is a point count. It has nothing to do with how many spades are in your hand, because you could deny 3 spades for partner. You could have a void, but it's showing 6 to a bad 10. Pass. And now you're going to bid 2 hearts. For all intents and purposes, this shows 5 spades and 4 hearts, and it's a limited bid. It says, partner, I have a weak hand, and I have 5 spades, maybe 4 or 5 hearts, and I'm not interested in game, because if you were interested in game, you would jump to 3 hearts to show a very strong hand. So 2 hearts asks partner to choose between hearts and spades. It's a limited bid. But you don't like either. You don't like spades and you don't like hearts. And you now bid your own suit, and you now bid 3 clubs. Now, in the past, I've discussed the rule of 6. If we can go back to the rule of 6, if we go back a couple of months, the rule of 6 states the following. If partner, the opener, bids 2 suits, after I've limited my hand in no trump, and I now bid my own suit, I've got my own 6 or 7 card suit, and partner, I'm not interested in either of your 2 suits. Please leave me in my suit. That is called the rule of 6. If anyone hasn't heard of it, there should be some notes on it. I'd have to look back and see when we did it. But it's the rule of 6, when you have your own suit, and it's a drop dead bid. Partner, you're not invited to the party. That's where I want to play. I bid a no trump, so I've already limited my hand. I hope all of you got to 3 clubs, and you never let the train keep going. I've seen the train go on and on and on. It never stops. But this is a drop dead bid. Any questions on this bidding? Any questions? Okay. The jack of diamonds was left.
I have a question. Why not, after the 1 spade, bid the 2 clubs?
Because you haven't got 11 or more points. To
Too many
make a
points?
bid at the 2 level, you need 11 or more high card points.
Oh, I see. Thank you.
That's why you can't bid 2 clubs.
Mm-hmm.
So 1 no limits your hand. So when you come up with 3 clubs, you're telling partner, forget about your hand, just leave me in my own suit. And you're not invited to the party. She's all on her own. You've done your job, so don't worry about it. Okay? All right, so let's look at this hand. You've got the queen. I wouldn't put up the king. I would duck it. If you put up the king and they come back, your queen will be a trick. Yeah, maybe you have to put up the king, otherwise you're not going to make a diamond trick. So we have to cover it. We've got no choice. There were 2 in the dummy. Okay, you have to put it up. And what are they going to come back? Obviously a diamond, right? Obviously a diamond.
returning the lead.
They're scared to come back a trump with King Doubleton. I say that a trump back would be great, but they're scared to play from King Doubleton. So let's say they come back a diamond and you win the queen. Well, you've got two choices. Your 9 is always a stopper if they let the jack, because the 10 is on your left. But at the same time, I could actually trump a diamond. So I think I'm going to trump a diamond. I'd like to take advantage of that singleton. And the 10 comes up. Now my 9's a trick. I pretty like that. Okay. All right. So now we have to think about what are we going to do next? Well, we're going to take off the ace of hearts. Let's just get them out of the way before people get discards, because your diamond's good. They may discard a heart. We don't know what's going to happen. Let's just get it now. And then the king. I don't want to play a spade because somebody could come a spade and then give them a diamond rough. So I'm going to try and trump a heart. And luckily, okay, they have not got hearts. And I can trump it safely. And now I'm prepared to play the ace of clubs. And I'm watching the cards. Did you see that 9? I have the jack, the 10, the 8, and the 5. Okay? The jack, the 10, the 8, and the 5. So now when the 9 dropped, I'm going to play the jack. And they should not play the queen. They'll always make it later. And they'll take the king. And they should come back the diamond to give partner a diamond rough. And not touch the spade suit. Not much you can do about it. And now they'll play another heart. They're not going to help you. And really, it doesn't help you whatever happens now. The only cards missing are these 2. So if you play the ace, you should not. Why do you not play the ace when you see a queen in dummy? When you see a queen in dummy, you know that the king is somewhere. And you've got the count of everything. They've got no more spades. They had a singleton spade, because we would never, ever remove a suit into your own suit if you had a doubleton spade. You guarantee a singleton. Guarantee it. And now you're going to give them a club. And go 1 down. Everything depends on the line of play. Some people can make it another way by hoping to finesse the club once and putting up the ace, and you only lose 1 club trick. This is your other line of play. I'm going to show you another line of play, just so you can see how else to play the hand. You've got 2 thoughts of playing this hand. When they came back a diamond, you go to dummy with a heart, and you do not rough a diamond. You do not rough the diamond. You use your trump. So what happens? You win the queen of diamonds. You play a little heart to the ace. And you play the 4 of clubs, 9 of clubs, put in the jack, and they win the queen. What are they going to play next? The 10 of diamonds. That helps. And now how are they going to proceed? Queen of hearts. I don't know how they're going to proceed. Ace of spades. Could be a singleton king. And another spade. And you trumpet. Now you play the ace of clubs. And now you're much better off this way because partner helped you with cashing that 10 of diamonds. And now you don't use any of those clubs and then you can make the hand. So this is the other way of playing it. It's two thoughts on playing this hand, either roughing the diamond. I don't know the diamonds are going to drop. Or you're going to forget about the diamond and go for the double finesse in the club. Are there any questions on the hand? Up to the jack and lay down the ace for a doubleton king, or if they break 3-3, we don't know. It's just two ways of playing the club suit. Any questions? What did everyone play in? Does anyone can tell me what they played in? Anyone know?
2 diamonds.
2 diamonds?
In the north.
2 diamonds in the north with a doubleton diamond.
Yeah, I don't know how they got there.
I don't know how that happened. Okay. No one else can tell me what they all played in.
Ours was 2 spades in the east, but they went down 3.
But didn't they open a spade? You mean north passed?
I think
North
so.
did not open with that hand with 5-5 in the majors? Wow. I
Yeah.
understand. I always open with 5-5.
Mhm.
And your points in the 2 suits. You got 2.5 defensive tricks. You got the ace king, which is 2, and the king of diamonds is a half. And you've always got a rebut. I think it's very important you open that hand. Okay.
4 hearts double.
How much?
4 hearts double.
Wow, that was very ambitious. Very, very ambitious. Okay.
They made it.
He made it? I don't know how.
Yes.
I don't know how. Okay. Hand number 2. East has got 20 high card points, and we have to open 2 no trump. Pass. South. And now West has enough points for a game and is going to bid 3 no trump. No stamen, no 4-card major. And we just put on the points. We have 7 and a 5-card suit and 20. It's enough for a game. So we always lead a major in this auction. If we have 5, I think it's automatic to lead a major. No stamen. You lead the 3 of hearts. And now you've got to take stock. You've got 2 spades. East has 2 spades. East has 2 hearts. That's 4. 1 diamond is 5. And 1 club is 6. We've got to get 3 extra tricks. The only place we can get 3 extra tricks is in the diamond suit. But we need to unblock those diamonds. We have 1 taxi to that dummy, only 1, and that's the ace of hearts. We don't know about the king of clubs, where it's located. So on this hand, we got to take the heart in our hand. Now, we've got to keep that ace of hearts. And it's your duty to lay down the ace of diamonds in case there's a singleton king somewhere. Sometimes it happens. And now you're going to play the queen of diamonds to unblock. High card from the short side first. You are not taking a finesse. Because if you take a finesse, you're not going to get all those diamonds. And we're going to talk about a finesse in a moment. You must not take the king. Maybe they've only got the ace and the queen. Now they can never set up that suit, but it isn't to happen. They're going to play another diamond, and now they've got all their tricks. And you've got to force out that king of diamonds to make your contract. So once you do that, you're home and away. Your jack 10 of diamonds are good, and the entry is the ace of hearts. But I want to go back to finesses. What we've learned before is never cover an honor if you can see the card below. So let's go back to what we learned as a finesse. And let's not be finesse-aholics, because we could get blocked. Right, let's take the heart in the dummy, and that's going to be a big problem. It goes 3 of hearts, ace of hearts, 5 of hearts, and you're in the dummy. And now you want to finesse the diamond. When you play the jack and you see the 10 and the 9, you never cover. It's only when you don't see the cards behind that you cover. Then you play the 10, you still don't cover. You're only supposed to cover the last one. And now when they win that trick and they play the ace of diamonds, it's a very sad state of affairs. You will never see the 9 and the 7 of diamonds again, and you're never going to make the contract. Your only hope is the king of clubs is in the south hand, but it's not to be. So that is the wrong way to play a finesse. Here we don't want to do a finesse. We want to make sure we make 4 diamond tricks. 2 spades are 6, 2 hearts are 8, and the ace of clubs is 9. Any questions on this hand, please? Any questions?
Would you do the bidding again, please?
2 no trump, 3 no trump. 2021,
Okay.
3 no trump. I've got 7 points in a 5-card suit. That's 27. I've got enough for game, no stamen, so just with 3 no trump.
I now know what happened to us. We ended up in 4 hearts because my partner bid diamonds, and of course I read it as statement, but
You took it as a transfer.
he transferred to hearts, but he didn't mean
But
to.
he never had them because he forgot that everything's on over 2 no trump.
Well, but does it make sense for him to bid? This is my question. I think I opened a no trump and they bid something.
It doesn't make
That's
sense
right.
to ever
They bid the hearts.
It does not make sense to mention minors and tell everybody a story at the bridge table. When you don't have a 4-card major and you don't have stamen, you just bid 3 no trump. You don't tell anybody anything about your hand.
Got it.
That's what you have to do. Forget about
Yeah.
what you hold. Let them work it out what to lead. But don't tell them anything. The less they know, the better. Okay? And as I said,
It was just a mistake.
of course it was. 3 diamonds is a transfer to hearts.
Right. Yeah.
You don't want to do that. Any other questions on that hand? You do not need a diamond finesse. You are forced to force out that king of diamonds to make all those other diamonds. And your ace of hearts is your only taxi for that hand.
This is
Okay? Right. All right, on number 8, let's look at the bidding. I think we're going to open 1 heart, west. Pass. And now let's talk about this hand. We have an opening hand. Opposite an opening hand. You've got 12 high card with a 4th trump, which is pretty useful. I really don't want to be out again. I really don't. So on this particular hand, how do we show partner that we're interested in game? We have to manufacture a suit. So I've taught you to always bid your lowest 3-card minor, unless you play Jacoby 2-no. I don't know if there's anyone in this class that knows Jacoby 2-no. Jacoby 2-no is a convention, and I have not brought it into our systems at all, because I think you have enough to learn. You need more basic stuff, and I don't think you need to learn Jacoby 2-no and splinters yet. Splinters go with Jacoby 2-no. They're brother and sister together. So on this hand, you should just bid 2 clubs. And why do we bid 2 clubs? And why the lowest minor? Because the principle of this game is to hear the opener's rebid. So we bid 2 clubs. We know we're going to hearts. Let's hear opener's rebid. Now, opener cannot bid 2-no trump with 2 baby spades in her hand. So she's going to bid 3 clubs. Well, partner, I can't bid 2-no because I've got an unstopped doubleton. I'm going to support your clubs. I've got 3 to an honor. It's going to go pass, and now you're going to bid 4 hearts. And that's how we found out about the opener's rebid. We go slowly. If it went 1 heart, 4 hearts, right, beginners do play like that, sure. But now we're duplicate players. And we all play that 1 heart, 4 hearts is the weak freak. The weak freak we've done in the past. It's 6 to 8 points and 5 trumps. So we go slowly, just to hear the opener's rebid. Any questions on the bidding, please?
Yeah, something you said, we did play, my partner and I played Jacoby 2-no trump, and I bid it, and he didn't recognize it, which was okay. And but you said playing Jacoby no trump, you need to also play splinters.
Exactly, because it's a brother and sister of each other. You've got to know how to read a Jacoby 2-no. It's no good asking partner a question, and partner will show you the singleton or the void, because you don't know how to carry on after that. So therefore, there's a big problem. I have everybody telling me, oh, you sure I played Jacoby 2-no? But they don't know how to go further. They only know that one bit. And we need to know how they work hand in hand together. When we balanced with 4 trumps and we have 12 to 15 or 11 to 15, with 4 trumps, we use Jacoby 2-no. But when we unbalance, we've got to tell our partner we have the brother and sister of Jacoby where I have a singleton. And now how do you like to read the hand? And then I teach the rule of 30, but I can't do it now.
Okay.
I don't think the people in this class are ready for it. If I knew there was a lot of interest and there were a lot more people interested, I would give you a great lesson on both. But at the moment, I think we should just bid slowly and bid 2 clubs to show 11 points up and wait to hear the opener's rebid. Okay?
Linda, I have a question. Is that 2 over 1 then? 1 heart, 2 clubs?
It's 2 clubs only shows 11 points up and is forcing. It's got nothing to do with 2 over 1 system.
Okay.
Okay, 2 over 1 system is completely different. But we are making a bid at the 2 level, which is like a 2 over 1, because we can't bid a spade. So we're forced to bid at the 2 level, which all it shows for intensive purposes is 11 points. And we want to hear openers rebid. And if all opener could bid was 3 clubs, we know there's no slam, so we're going to go to 4 hearts.
Okay. So the best bid then would be the Jacoby 2-no trump.
If you played it.
If you played it. Okay,
If you played it. And on this hand, you would just most probably bid, so you got 13 points, you would bid 4 hearts. I've got nothing. I've got no singleton, no void, no second 4 cards, a 5 card suit, only 12, 13 points. That's how we play it. There are a lot of responses to it. But I need everyone to know it properly. I don't want people learning a half a system. And a majority of all my students all only know half. They don't know the rest. They only know one part. I've got 4 hearts, I've got 12 points, and that's all they know. They don't know anything about the responses after partner shows a singleton. And the lead's the queen of diamonds.
How would you play that if you did play it 2/1?
I would bid 2 clubs.
Yeah.
I would bid 2
Thanks.
clubs. It costs nothing to bid a 3-card minor because you're the captain. You know you're going to 4 hearts. So sometimes you've got to improvise. You've got no choice. Now, let's say that the East hand had spades. You cannot bid 2 hearts over 1 spade because you guarantee 5. So how do you show your point count? You bid 2 clubs. It's the same principle. You manufacture a bid because you're the captain. You know where you're going. So if partner opened a spade, same thing. You cannot bid 2 hearts. You have to bid 2 clubs. Okay?
So just to be real clear, 1 heart, 2 heart is weak, right? It's 6 to 10 points. So that's why you can't do that.
You can't bid 2 hearts. You're too strong.
Yeah. All right.
So you bid 2 clubs. Just to hear the opener's rebid. Remember the principle of this game. Opener describes, responder decides. Opener shows and tells, responder asks and listens. And that's the principle of the game. There are many hands that I just have to make a bid just to hear my partner. What has my partner got? Okay? That's why the stronger you are, the slower you go. Now, looking at this hand, we've got a few slow losers on this hand. In the heart suit, we've got none. In the spades, we've got the ace and the king. We have a diamond slow loser because we still control the diamond suit. If we lose the lead once, we can still control the suit. And in the club suit, we've got a slow loser too because we've got the ace and the king. We have to learn to eliminate a loser. So we're going to win the diamond in our hand. And one of the important parts of this hand is I don't think anyone's going to trump anything at this stage. I mean, you could draw trumps. Even if you played 1, you could play the queen of hearts just to see what happens, as long as everybody follows. I want to stay in my hand. And now I want to play and set up a discard. What I'm teaching you is called an obligatory finesse. I am obliged to play towards my spade honors. They will divide 75%, one ace in one hand, king in the other. We play a little spade, second hand low. We know the king is somewhere. Put up the queen, and you win the king, and you come back the 10 of diamonds. That's what partner led. And you win the ace. Okay, no problem. Now you're going to play another heart, but I'm not sure if the hearts are breaking, but I don't mind at this stage. I want to be back in my hand. And now the hearts broke. That was my taxi. Now we play another spade towards the jack. Well, they've got to take the ace. And now you have created a finesse, a free trick. They're going to cash their diamond. And that will discard our club loser. So what we're learning today is called an obligatory finesse. 75%, they are going to break. 1 in each hand. You can win the king. And you will take that lovely little jack of spades that you set up. And that will take care of your club loser. And now you should make the hand. And the rest is yours. Are there any questions about this play of the spade suit? Very important. Play towards your honors. Expect them to divide 1 in each hand, 75%. And now you've set up a discard for your losing club. Any question?
Maybe a silly question. Why is it called obligatory?
Why is it obligatory? Because you are obliged to play towards your honor. You are obliged. You don't put down honors. You play towards them. So playing towards, you are obliged to play towards the queen. So we call it an obligatory finesse. That's where the word comes in. Okay? It's the same if there's king doubleton on the table. How are you going to make the king a trick? You're obliged to play towards the king. So only way the king will be a trick if the ace is under the king and not over the king. Okay? Any questions on hand number 8? None? Okay, we should all have made that lovely hand. That was fun. All right. Okay, hand number 9. We have to open one no trump. 9 and 3, 12, 15. One no trump. 5, 3, 3, 2. We open one no trump on this hand. Pass by east. And we have 10 high card points and a 5 card club suits 11. And 11 and 15 is 26, or 10 and 15 is 25. And we bid 3 no trump. You must add 2 hands together, no stamen, nothing. So we always lead our best major, our longest major. There was no stamen. I want everyone to remember that. When there's no stamen, you should always go for your best and longest major and lead your 4 of hearts. Let's count the tricks. Third hand high. And now you need to unblock the suit. You must come back the jack. You've got 4 cards, so you've got to unblock it. And that's bad news. Very bad news. Why? We had a doubleton opposite a doubleton. If we get out the ace of diamonds, we are down because we've only had 4 hearts between us. Someone's got 5 hearts. So they're going to take the ace of diamonds and the other hearts, and we're going to go down. They're going to take 4 heart tricks and the ace of diamonds, and we're never going to make the hand. So we've got to pray. And what we're going to do is called a deep finesse. I have 3 spade tricks. I have 1 heart is 4. I need all 5 of my clubs. And my taxi back to my hand to do the finesse is the ace, king, and queen of spades. So let's pray and hope. We're going to do what's called a deep finesse. It's our only hope. Giving up the ace of diamonds, you down before you even start. Second hand low. And you pray the king jack is left on your left under the ace queen 10, and you put in the 10. It's called a deep finesse. And now you say, wow, that was luck. You now use your spade as your taxi. Only 1 spade. And now you do another finesse. They put up the jack. You put in the queen. Now there's only 1 club outstanding, and that's the king. No problem. Cash your ace of clubs. And now you've got your contract. It was called a deep finesse. Looking for the king, looking for the jack. If the king and jack's on the west hand, forget it. You're never making this hand anyway. But it's your only hope to make is that the 1 hand on the east hand, the one under the ace queen 10, holds the king and the jack. And you're going to make 9 tricks. The rest of the clubs are yours. The rest of the clubs are yours. Any questions on this hand? It's called a deep double finesse, a deep one, a deep finesse. You're looking for the king, you're looking for the jack. If you put up the queen, the king jack will split. And now they'll get in with one of them. The king will force out the ace and your jack will become a trick. So you need to make sure you take a deep finesse. Any questions? No? Okay.
Sorry, can you say again why you can't knock out the ace of diamonds and run the diamonds?
Well, because you know there's 5 hearts somewhere. You only had 2 hearts opposite 2.
Yeah.
So therefore, if there are 9 cards out, okay, and you've only got 4, and there are 13 cards, right?
Yeah.
You've only got 4, not 2 opposite 3. 2 opposite 2 means someone's got a 5-card suit. So if you get out the ace of diamonds, you're finished, you're toast, it's all over. They're going to run 4 hearts in the ace of diamonds. Only because you've got 2 opposite 2. Someone's got 5. Maybe 6. Who knows? We cannot lose the lead. The diamonds is a mirage. The diamonds is a mirage. If you're looking at 4 cards in the heart suit, the diamonds is a mirage. Don't even touch the diamond suit. Go for the double deep finesse in clubs. And that takes you back to finesses. If you've got 3 little clubs opposite ace, queen, 10, never put up the queen. If you had a doubleton, and you needed one, not to lose one trick, you would put up the queen, but not when you've got 3. You are forced to take a deep finesse no matter what happens. You put in the 10. It's a very good technique of doing a deep finesse. Any questions? No more hands to discuss?
Can we look at the bidding on board 10?
Board 10, you want the bidding. All right.
Please.
Let's look at the bidding on board 10. Maybe very interesting. Some of the hands have been very interesting. You just want the bidding, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so the dealer is east and passes. East passes. And south should pass in second seat. I wouldn't be opening the bidding. And now west should definitely come in the auction with 3 diamonds. West must come in the auction. Third in hand. What are you going to bid? 2 diamonds? You got a 7-card suit. I'm bidding 3 diamonds. Third in hand, I love to preempt as much as I can. Because I don't know what my left hand's got. And now can they double? It's hard. You've only got 9 points. You don't have a full opening hand. And you might buy it for 3 diamonds. What happened with you? Remember, partners are past hand. I don't think we should get busy. Once partners are past hand and you've got 9 points, what are we looking for? I would pass that hand. I'm not doubling. What happened on the hand?
On our table, it was pass, 1 diamond. Then 2
When my partners
spade,
are
1
past
spade.
I went 1 diamond, and then what did they do?
North said 1 spade.
I don't overcall 4-card suits.
Right.
And then
East doubled.
that's negative double. It says I've got 4 hearts. So you meant to do a trap pass. You meant to pass and her partner reopens with a double to punish them for penalties. A double is negative. If you double 1 spade, you guarantee 4 hearts and maybe 4 clubs. It's called the negative double. So you can't double. You have to pass. It's a trap pass. And,
And
hope
then-
partner reopens with a double, which partner will not do because partner really hasn't got an opening hand. Preempts are there to destroy you. Opening one gives them the door all open for them to have an easy time at the bridge table. I would never open one on that hand. My partner's passed originally. Once my partner's passed, I might as well get in there now and make life as hard as possible for them. And bid 3 diamonds. Third in hand's the best time to preempt everybody. Not in second seat, first and third. This is not an opening hand. You need 2.5 defensive tricks, and we don't have it. And I want to stop them finding their fits. So that's why I open 3 diamonds.
Does anybody make it?
3 diamonds?
It passed out on at our board.
It got passed out.
3 diamonds, pass, pass, pass.
Correct. That's where you should be playing, in 3 diamonds.
Does anybody make it?
Well, you're losing 1 spade trick, 1 club trick, and you may lose 3 heart tricks. It all depends on if they open up the suit for you. Because you've got it's called a frozen suit. You've got a never ever suit. 3 hearts to the jack opposite, 3 hearts to the queen with no 10 is a suit you never want to touch. It's called a frozen suit. You could lose 3 hearts, a spade, and a club. 1 die. But it all depends if they touch the heart suit, then you make it. If they open up the heart suit for you, you're going to make the hand.
So 6 pairs made 3, they just didn't all bid it.
Okay, well, that's where we should be in 3 diamonds. Okay, I hope it answers your question. Don't
Well-
open one, never.
Okay, let's go back to my table's bidding. So it was pass, pass, 1 diamond, 1 spade, double. So then it was South's turn to bid. And so I showed clubs because it's lower on the,
We are never, ever, ever, as an advancer or an overcall, bidding 4-card suits. It's a no, 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 no. There's one exception to overcall a 4-card suit. You got to have 3 of the top honors and treat it as a 5-card suit. Ace, king, queen to 4, king, queen, jack to 4. I will never, ever, and I've played bridge for over 45, 50 years. I will never, ever overcall a 4-card suit, ever. And neither will the advancer. When you bid your own suit, you're telling partner, hey, partner, I hate your suit. I love my suit. Lead my suit. My suit's better than your suit. That is how I played. I played as not forcing. I would never, ever bid as an advancer. And a double's negative. A double shows the other suits. It guarantees 4 hearts and it may have 4 clubs. A double. It's called the negative double by East. So that hand should pass 1 spade overcall and not bid. If they had 4 spades, I might bid a no trump. But with 5, I'm passing. Okay?
yes, thank you.
Pleasure. Anything else? Any other hands you'd like to talk about? So we're never overcalling 4-card suits again. Open overcaller or advancer?
Right.
So is that true at the 1 level and the 2 level, or only the 2 level?
I don't bid at any level 4-card suits. I told you, unless I have at the 1 level 3 of the top 4 honors. King, queen, jack, or ace, king, queen. Or
Okay.
ace, king, jack. Where I want
Overcalls
the
are
E.
5, major and minor.
Minor or major. If the opponent opens a club and I've got ace, queen, jack to 4 diamonds, I would bid a diamond because it's as long and as good as a 5-card suit. And that falls under my lesson on suit quality. You add up the length of the suit, which is 4, plus the number of honors. And if you've got 3 honors, it adds up to 7. And that says you can bid it at the 1 level. That's the only exception of an overcall in a 4-card suit. Never do I overcall a 4-card suit. Never. I use suit quality.
So nobody bid the slam on board 12. Do you have a minute to go over that?
Sure. There's a slam on board 12 with pleasure. Let's see
No,
if we can get
I
there.
think about 6 pairs made 6
And
hearts.
didn't
but
get
nobody
there. Well,
bid it.
let's see if we can really get there. I'm not a result player. So let's have a look. If we've got any opportunity or semblance of getting there. So I'm going to pass. This is interesting. I'm going to pass north. And now you have, I'm looking at the points. You've got 18, 9 and 8, 7, 18 high card, maybe 19 with your 5th club. I've got a very strong hand. I'm going to open 1 club. Length first. Pass. And now I'm going to bid 1 heart up the bidding ladder. And now it is up to north to bid a spade for the lead. I would have bid a spade for the lead because I add up the length of my suit, which is 5, plus 2 honors is 7. I can bid it at the 1 level, and I want my partner to know about the lead of a spade. But let's say you didn't bid a spade. I don't know what happened with you, Sue. Did they bid a spade or did they pass?
Passed.
Okay, let's take the pass into existence. Okay. We are never going to be able to describe our hand if we do not play what's called splinters. Splinters. In order to show that void in spades, we would have had to show the void in spades, and our partner could know that we could look for a slam. And you'd only get there if you could show the void in spades. You will never get there without the void in spades. Because what you would bid on this hand is 4 hearts. And you're going to float at 4 hearts. Because 4 hearts, it shows 18 to 21, and partners got 5 and to 7 at 9 points. You're never getting to slam. The only way you'll ever get to a slam is on a splinter. So if they bid a spade, I'll go back. If anybody knows what a splinter is, that's how we get there. Let's say they bid 1 spade. North bids 1 spade. I'm going to bid 3 spades. A jump. That is a singleton or a void, and it shows 18 to 21 points. You, West, have an added bonus. Number 1, you've got a 5th trump. Partner knows nothing about. Number 2, partner took you for 6 points. Forget about the Queen Jack of spades. You have 6 high card points. And now I have to teach you something that I really didn't want to tell you, but you don't need 33 out of 40 if you know that partner has a void. You would be working on 23 out of 30 for a slam. It's called the rule of 30. And you would, it depends on the cue bidding sequence. So over this hand, it would go pass. I don't think they're going to come in with 4 spades vulnerable. And now you're going to bid in this situation. Okay, partners agreed hearts. I'm going to bid 4 clubs. Partner, I've got something in clubs for you. I've got a king. Okay. And now when it goes past, you can now bid 4 spades and say, partner, I am controlling spades. I'm void. Now, where are all your points? If you've got a void in spades and you've got 18 points, if they're not in spades, where are they? They've got to be in the rest of the hand. And that's how you're going to get to the slam. There's no other way, only with splinters. Any questions? We'll never get there. I don't know how the other people got there.
Nobody got there. That's why I was curious.
You're never getting there. It's only through a splinter showing a singleton or a void. You can never get there because you're looking at two spade losers west and you don't know partner's void in spades. So it's impossible to get there. Okay?
Is the next bid 6 hearts?
Over 4 spades?
Yeah.
Okay, over 4 spades. When partner bids 4 spades, I'm going to go 4 no trump now. Blackwood. I want to know how many aces my partner's got. And I know my partner's void in spades. And my
Okay.
partner will show me 3 aces. And I'm going to just bid 6 hearts.
Okay.
If you haven't got a way to show the void.
Okay. So 4
And
no.
there is a way to show the
hearts.
void.
Okay. All good.
6 hearts shows the void in spades. Over 4 no. It says I've got 1 or 3 aces and a void above my suit. But you've already shown the void with the 4 spade. Okay? Bit complicated for you. It's very complicated. Any other questions? None. Okay. All right. No questions about tonight's hands?
Thanks, Linda.
Well, I hope you all had a good time. I'll see you next Tuesday. I hope you have a great weekend and happy bridging. Have fun.
Thank you.
Thank you, Linda.
Thank you,
Pleasure.
Linda.
Pleasure.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Could I ask you a question, Linda?
Quickly before I stop the recording.
Oh, you can stop the recording if you want. It doesn't.
It's not related to the hand. Okay,
No.
I'll stop.